Anybody got gems for the week? Got a gem? Ev? What's your gem? Or a gem of the year? How would you sum up the year? What's your gem of the year? Let's do that. Who has a gem of the year? What is something that the year taught you?
Such a big thing.
All right, check this out.
All right.
I'll go first. Gem of the year. I've learned throughout this year that I have a greater need to be patient and thoughtful towards others. I need to make a greater effort to be considerate of people who do not think as I do, or people who do not think what I do. Because sometimes I might be the asshole, and it is inconsiderate to assume that everybody else is the asshole. So I would say that that's what I've learned throughout the year, is to have ideas and not beliefs, because ideas mean more to more people. Huh?
Yeah.
Good job.
What's your thing, Jake?
Mine was gonna be a little cheesy, but try to step outside of yourself and see other people's point of views. Even though, people hate fucking centrists, man. But I don't know, over this past year, especially during I remember being super anxious the night of the election. I guess that was last 2020. But I remember people boarding up windows and shit. And I feel man, people getting to such extremes and not being able to understand we're all just trying to get through this together, Yeah. It gets fucking freaky, man. And we're not gonna get anything done by just fucking having bipartisan shit where things only get passed if one group of people get the majority somehow. I feel I don't know. Come together, dude.
Right now.
No.
If you all go to the D-Box movie viewing, you'll all come together. That's for goddamn sure.
Unless you delay your gratification, you got to hedge. You know what I'm saying? Hedge. Yeah. Y'all get it if you're nasty.
Yeah. Bring a cock ring.
All right. What's your jewel of the year, Hollow?
I'm gonna say my gem of the year is money matters, and though it's not everything, and it may not be the answer to happiness, lack of money is certainly not a way to fucking be happy in the world that we exist in. And I say that to say this. The actual gem is trading our labor for money is not only some bullshit to begin with, but it's also limited in the fact that all of us have a finite number of hours in the day and a finite number of hours in the week that we can be productive. Yeah. And this model of civilization has worked up to a point. I think that that's coming to an end, and I think that the sooner all of us realize that trading our labor for money rather than trading assets for money and trading money for money and obtaining financial literacy and finding ways to generate income that is more conducive both to our own well-being, but also conducive to our interaction with each other, as opposed to sourcing everything that we purchase through these, small handful of powerful entities. I think it will be the better, and I think that what I have learned this year is that everybody can be rich. I think that's a false belief that's instilled on us, is that, you have to have Like, no, capitalism
It's
requires
toxic.
a subservient class, and this is not like a political thing to like criticize capitalism.
Isn't there
but
a
we
saying
live in a
that
world.
says like
Toxic.
no. Isn't there a saying that says like the American point of view is that poor people feel like they're just like disgraced millionaires or some shit?
Republicans that aren't
Yeah,
rich or
I think
are
that's
disgracing
like
it.
a Republican critique. But this
Yeah.
isn't even that. I mean, at the end of the day, we live in a world right now where we don't trade things for things. We trade things for money. And I think that doing that for labor is becoming archaic. And we should adapt our views to account for that. And we should not accept the ideology that some people just have to be poor because resource scarcity is low-key a myth and logistical scarcity is a real thing but can be overcome. So yeah, fuck that, fuck poverty. Eliminating poverty should be a goal of every human, and I don't know what the fuck is complicated about that concept.
What you got, Ev?
I think it's just focusing your energy. A lot of times I think I can like convince people with the truth, and I think at a certain age people just are become. It's impossible. They spend a lot of time. They exist now because somebody in their life probably did pretty well under this system that Apollo was just talking about, and you're not really going to convince your aunts or whoever that that this who they're voting for, what they're doing is wrong, where they're part of, set us up for this kind of thing. But just thinking about, I'm just trying to think about ways to consolidate your efforts into real change, and also at the same time think about what feeds these entities. There's been a lot of like different strikes in terms of these companies like firing hundreds of people and then basically not messing with like different Kellogg's and various other these brands that basically were just there to exploit labor. People would ask for a living wage. And they're like, nah, you don't deserve a living wage. Get back there for this amount of some of these places. And I mean, Austin, Texas is like $1,500 for an apartment, and I mean they're trying to pay people $12 an hour. It's like, how the fuck am I gonna live?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's not room, but I really just go back to saying the scarcity is synthetic. I really do think it's not real, and I think that once we realize what the true enemy is, just start thinking about what to go away from that. But not also can't really change people that are older. I think me personally, I think focus in on like the young. I think trying to be like how to educate people. And just let people like almost like the way like Sesame Street, like almost thinking about like this sort of like showing people like what it is to be human, not the humans we were or are now, but what we want to be and what kind of societies we want to do, like what to be conscientious, to be, to be compassionate, because we don't have to. We could be something so much better, but we're going down like. It's like we could be Star Trek, but we're going Dune here in every aspect.
I
we
like
didn't
that.
have to.
We could
didn't
be
have to.
Star Trek, and y'all trying to be Dune. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm
No,
zigzagging.
that's real. That's a
Yep.
good ass one.
I'm with you on that.
Motherfuckers, we could be in space, and y'all on some stupid ass
Yeah,
sand shit.
there's
Yeah, that's
there's
fire,
octopuses that have like 10 times the amount of neurons all over their body. I'm like, man, if we could figure out, we spent the amount of money we're spending on wars on talking to these guys, we could be communicating with like. We could be doing weird ass shit, like communicating with dolphins and doing weird shit. But
Yeah.
instead, we're breeding dogs to be cute and pig to be tasty.
Right, we're not getting more neurons in our body.
Oh,
we're getting BBLs.
Damn, that's some shit right there.
Nah, BBLs are important.
I hate
My
it, but yeah,
bad.
shout out to the BBLs.
I shouldn't say that.
But only if your legs match. I hate when the
Yeah.
legs don't match, bro. That
I'm gonna be out
shit
here
is
looking like a
awful.
bumblebee.
Right the fuck? I'm like, why the fuck do you look like an insect? All right, that's Julius Irving for the week. We're gonna be missing for the holidays and whatnot, but starting next year you'll be able to get this on audio formats as well as on YouTube. Seize the means, subscribe, follow, like, all of the things. Comment. Don't be a dick and put all your nerd shit here. Peace. Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Happy New Year.